You have entered the Chronic's rabbit hole. And Fritz, thank you so much for your Patreon membership request. You are bringing back down some ELUVEITIE down the rabbit hole. Thank you so much for that, my friend. And the song today is Worship. And this is featuring Randy Blythe from Lamb of God.
Thank you so much, Fritz. I'm really looking forward to ELUVEITIE. I absolutely love this band just as much as you, and I can't wait to hear Worship come down the rabbit hole. Fritz, I'm so excited to have ELUVEITIE coming back down the rabbit hole. It has been a little while since we have seen ELUVEITIE on this channel, and I'm so excited for Worship. This is featuring Randy Blythe from Lamb of God, as Kyle has said, and we love Lamb of God. We love ELUVEITIE. I can't wait to see what amazing magic they make together. If you guys are as excited as we are, remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more Enter the Chronicness, and let us know what your favorite ELUVEITIE song is in the comment section below.
Fritz, you let us know this is the second song from a second song cycle that ELUVEITIE has done. The first song was The Slumber, which we did and we loved. We'll have to throw that up so you guys can see that as well if you want to see it before this. But we're getting into this one now. This is the official lyric video as well. I can't wait to see what Randy does with ELUVEITIE, with Fabi. It's going to be amazing. I'm excited. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, here we go.
And I saw a beast ascending up of the sea of the west. And the beast whom I saw was like a colossus, having a crown with 10 teeth, and on the 10 teeth the names of blasphemy. And from his mouth ran the blood of men. And his mouth speaking great things, and blasphemies and power was given to it. And all men worshipped it that dwell on earth, whose ears be not tethered to the divine tongue. If any man can hear, hear he. And I saw another beast ascending up from the abyss, like a Taurus, and it had 2 horns made of gold, and it spake blasphemies, and did all the power of the former beast in his sight. And it made the earth, and all men dwelling in it, to worship the first beast.
Right off the bat.
That is beautiful. That sounds like it's from the book of Revelation, but it's twisted in their own way.
It is twisted. There were slight things changed from it.
Oh, yeah.
So instead of 10 horns upon its head, it was 10 teeth upon its head. And very slight nuance changes.
Where if you wouldn't known, you could have been convinced that was coming right out of the book of Revelation. I think that's always using lyrics from the Bible for some reason gives that eerie tone in a metal song right before, because we know mayhem's about to come now.
Yeah, mayhem's coming, and in the background of all of this, while they had that, it was the Matrix coming down, like, on it, and then behind the Matrix was the marching of wars and like newsreels from different armies across the world that were marching, but it was in black and white, so very.
And if we remember from the slumber, they were like blindfolded too, and like being led to this worship essentially, and now we're gonna see what happens.
Being blindly led.
Yeah. Oh boy. just this image itself, if Jesus is always in that image, if you notice a lot of those paintings, he's up like that doing that thing, and a lot of those like prophets and all those from old art that you could see, and it's just so interesting because there's been a lot of time in human history where you've had to like worship something to get something, and we have that feeling that something like that's coming soon. So like this is really hitting close to a lot of people's psyches right now. And I think it's just a really nice transition from the slumber, and they still have the same like makeup and all that too, but that singer, I always forget his name, and I feel so bad because I always think it's just Fabi, but that singer is incredible.
He's phenomenal. His growl is impeccable.
Yeah.
And I'm loving the makeup and everything that they have done as well.
Yeah.
Because everything about the song it's things that are actually happening, because they are taking like newsreel imagery and playing it in the background, as well as what they've also filmed for this music video. But it's like there are things like the saying at the very beginning that have been slightly turned on its head, and other like imageries that are turned on its head. And even in the language that he's saying, he's like, come worship me like lambs to the slaughter, on your knees you will stay. But come, I'm your noble lord, come worship me.
Right.
So it's like,
leading you to your death.
I'm leading you to your death, but you're just sheep coming to the slaughter, so you don't care.
Yeah.
I gave you
like
food and clothing, you're just moth to the flame. You just think it's pretty, so you come. You think this is great, so you come, but you're just sheep to the slaughter.
No kidding, right?
So it's like, it's very interesting. It's very deep. And the fact that the first song that we listened to, Slumber, was how everyone's asleep and everyone's blindfolded, and so they will be the sheep to come to the slaughter.
Yeah, once they see it's just a pretty thing. Because
it's a pretty thing, and everything's discard is like, they see the light through the mask over their eyes, but they don't see the actuality of what it is. Because all they can see is this light. And if all you see is the outline of the light, and it's like, hey, come to me, I'm your amazing Lord, they're going to come, but they're not going to realize the darkness that is hidden behind it, because their eyes are covered by that mask that entire time.
Yeah, well said. I wonder when Randy's coming in.
another beast ascending up from the abyss. And it made the earth an
It was all backwards, and thanks for playing backwards.
Oh, don't get the mark of the beast, y'all. Shit. What's crazy is when I first heard ELUVEITIE, I actually thought the singer sounded exactly like Randy from Lamb of God. I remember that was actually the first thing I said when I heard it. And Randy was in there doing some backup vocals, and then was actually at the very end was like he was that guy, and he was the one singing. So like, but they sound so damn similar.
So similar.
Now I see like why it's so cool, because you guys actually commented about this song actually when I mentioned that, so it's good to finally get here. I love how ELUVEITIE doesn't always use Fabi too, because it always like throws me off when it's not there, because then it like it's just, it always feels a little heavier when I guess she's not there, which I know she can be there when it's heavy too, but it was really incredible. The imagery was just phenomenal too.
Absolutely. I think it's really cool that like ELUVEITIE has so many different variations of what they do with their music, because like they have their like folky feel, but they also have this really heavy feel. They have Fabi, but they have this other amazing singer, and so it's really awesome to see like these darker songs, because it realized that ELUVEITIE is more than just Fabi and folk metal.
Yeah, for sure.
Everything. They can do dark metal, they can do doom metal, they can do death metal. They are so much more, because they are such a talented group.
Hell yeah.
And so like this song itself is so dark and so amazing, and the two songs together tell such a unique and interesting story that can be taken in so many, like it can be taken in different ways, but the way we've definitely interpreted it and taken it is that there's like, we have so many leaders and different things and that are coming into the world, especially today and now within the last few decades, where it's like we are following blindly.
Yeah.
A lot of the songs that have been coming down the rabbit hole have all had a very similar message of following blindly, the blind leading the blind, the moth to the flame, sheep just walking aimlessly to the slaughter. We need to wake up, y'all. Like, people need to wake up to see what's going on in the world. Yeah. For many of you who don't know, speaking about waking up to what's going on in the world, for many of you who don't know, Canada is no longer, we're no longer able to get exterior news sources coming into Canada, because Canada has now passed a law that if you want to have external news sources, so like from the United States or from Europe or anywhere else, it has to be verified by the Canadian government before it can be played. So
it can only go through like the big networks. It can't be individual people like us. We can't really do that anymore.
We can't post links of news on Facebook or Instagram or WhatsApp or anything like that. Journalism's dead.
Yeah, like they just destroyed it there, and that's crazy actually to think it, because if they're the ones giving you every image to see, how would you not worship what they want you to worship?
How would you not be the lamb to the slaughter when everything you're shown is being, what's the word, diluted, not diluted, the word I'm looking for, it's but the government, the people in power, the people who are supposed to protect you, but the people who are there for only money and lining their own pockets are the ones who are dictating what you can see and what you can believe and what you can hear.
Absolutely. There are puppet masters, unfortunately, right now, and money's one of their big things that they use to keep us in there. That's part of the biggest worship, which is why in the Revelation, when they're talking about these beasts that come up, we eventually get the mark of the beast, and it's for buying and selling specifically. So it's crazy, and I love that they kind of at the very end there, because you said, Fritz, this is a two parts type of a song in a sense, and it kind of ended abruptly, and I thought it almost was leading somewhere else, so I almost felt like there was going to be a trilogy, but the way it ends leaves it kind of open to interpretation, I feel.
Absolutely. And it's like, it's crazy because like this what they were saying at the beginning, and then they said it again at the end, but they twisted it and they played it backwards, which was that it was the dream of David, wasn't it? With the beast rising up and like the 10 horns and all that stuff.
That's in Revelation.
It's also in Revelation, but it's in multiple parts of the Bible. But they took it and they twisted it and changed it slightly, so like even with that was the blasphemy that's being spoken, because even in history in Canada, they take bits of history, but then they're removing pieces that they don't want people to know about. They're adding pieces that they want people to believe. When you start Googling things, it's different information that you'll find from different spots or news sites that are happening. And this is in our country. I can't speak for the rest of the world, but this is what we are experiencing, is things are being twisted slightly. And it just keeps going every few years. It just gets twisted a little bit more and a little bit more until the information is no longer the same as what it once was.
Yeah, subtle lies are more powerful. Like to kill a rat with rat poison, it's actually 99% good, 1% bad, and it's the 1% that actually kills the rat. So that's what they want to do to us. They want to subtly change everything on us. Even like, I like how they did subtly change all the verses there into,
They did.
right? So like it really embodied exactly what they're trying to show. This is amazing art. We'd love to see some more ELUVEITIE come down the rabbit hole. Fritz, thank you so much for bringing it to us. If you guys had a good time, hit that like button, comment down below if you want to see some Randy Blythe on this channel as well, because I don't think we've really done much Lamb of God, or if not anything on the channel as well. So definitely, if you're excited for Alanna to see that, because that's a band she hasn't really dived into too much, let us know. And subscribe if you are new to the channel, want to be part of the EntertheCronic family, because we have lots of fun here, but we are acing the rabbit hole, folks.
Thank you all so much for being here, and thank you so much, Fritz, for bringing ELUVEITIE back down the rabbit hole. This was absolutely phenomenal. I can't wait to see what more this band has to offer, because there's so much going on with this amazing performance, this amazing group of people. Peace and love, everyone.
God bless y'all.
Take care, and bye for now.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more Enter the Chronicness.
Special thanks to all of our YouTube, Patreon, and Buy Me a Coffee members. Thank you for all of your support.